Right to the air is Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Now Burrow going to change things up. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 22. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On first down, Stafford here. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, Stafford. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Bengals at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
Touchdown, L.A. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bengals nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Being chased out left.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 34.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Now Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And that one makes it 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
T. Higgins, 31 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's got this one complete to Perriman. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Stafford looks to throw again. Caught left side, Hopkins. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw, Stafford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the return man here, Daxton Hill.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
Great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again at Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Folk's kick is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Now Burrow changing things up here. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this one too low.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp,
67 yards.
And the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Burrow on play action. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Chris Evans,
32 yards.
and the Bengals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good,
and that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers.
That one a first down pickup of 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA.
Cooper Kupp,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 31, Bengals 28.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
38 yards.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
38, Bengals 35.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the night.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Jones on the return. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
Yes, sir.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Trenton Irwin.
65 yards.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the bet.